Jonathan holds strategic stakeholder consultation meeting abroad to outsmart Wike. This gathering focused on consolidating his support base within the People's Democratic Party. I don't understand. Is Jonathan coming back to be elected as president? Because I don't understand. Why is he having strategic stakeholders meeting abroad to outsmart Wike? This is probably a lie. It's obviously a lie. Because good luck Jonathan, I don't think he's interested in becoming the president of Nigeria again. I don't think so. He has not come outside to say that. So why is he doing a meeting? It's a lie. Ahead of the 2027 election, former President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan is reportedly moving forward with plans to contest the 2027 presidential election, according to sources close to him. Which sources close to him? To navigate potential challenges from pro-government operatives, Jonathan's supporters have been meeting discreetly outside Nigeria. Okay, we hear you. Fine John says they shouldn't waste his precious time. Tinubu and Wike are ready to do anything to remain in power. Already they are using looted billions from Nigeria to pay hungry Nigerians to destroy any opposition party. The only way to remove them from power is to match them bumper to bumper and resist their wicked plans. Ask yourself, why are all the majority of the governors forced to be APC? It's just to facilitate the wicked plans. It will not work. Then he says it's a lie. Lie Mohammed, exactly. That is a lie. Terry says wonderful strategy. Yilade says okay now. Yuti says Jonathan, you are passing your boundary. I don't think Jonathan is doing any meeting with anybody. I really do not think so. I really do not believe this. God says when Tinubu was mobilizing to remove him, he wasn't crossing his boundaries. Yoruba and tribalism is 5 and 6. If Jonathan contests against Tinubu and Obi is not contesting, he will defeat him with a landslide. Maybe. Of course, if there is free and fair election. Even Obi will win Tinubu with a landslide if there is free and fair election, but I don't know if we're going to have that. And I don't also think that Jonathan wants to come and contest for presidency. I don't think so. He's not interested in it. He's not. South and Southeast and North Central will go with him, and the corners that doesn't want to hear Tinubu will vote him. Tinubu's vote will only come from Southwest, and the gullible ones now. Dr. Kabezi says what is he trying to gain? That 6 years was not enough for him to get. Good may land him into regrettable shame. Well, it could still be under strategic arrangement with the APC to destabilize the influence of ADC. I don't think so. I don't think he's doing anything. Clem says if outsmarting Wike requires this, then Wike is a legend. Legend, go. Musa says, no one tells a child not to contact leprosy. By the time he's affected, he will learn lessons of why he was told not to be infected. Okay. Adubinga says fake news. I also believe it's a fake news. Mike Colosi says, who can he outsmart? Man, we no get balls. And you no get balls. You get balls. Okay, Quinsala says Wike will disagree with him. GJ is not a politician, he's just an opportunist. Why is he an opportunist? Who says replies him and says, Wike is a small boy now, where Jonathan is politically. Forget about his noise making and the government institution, INEC and judiciary, Tinubu helped him to destroy. If Jonathan decides to contest today, and Obi is with him, the whole of Southeast and South, as well as North Central, will go with him. The call not to support him as well. Wike will only shout and still lose his polling units to Jonathan. Yes, that is if he actually wants to. But I don't think he wants to. Makide says, your wife brought this calamity on you and Nigerians. She single-handedly feasted Wike on Rivers people back then. Okay. Olushola says, former President Jonathan should not bother to contest 2027 elections. Politicians like deceiving themselves. In actual fact, they are not prepared for this election. Let us not be deceived. Exactly. You will waste a lot of resources and your party PDP is not ready for the 2027 elections. You are a well-respected former president of Nigeria. I'm very sure that you can't contest with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and win. I'm 100% sure. That's a lie. If he actually contests, he's going to win. if there's a what's it called, fair and fair election, and that is if Nigerians are also ready to say enough is enough, I'm sure they will really stand by their votes and make sure that our votes count and everything. But the unfortunate thing is that Jonathan is not contesting. He's definitely not contesting. Adam May says Jonathan should stay quiet. He failed Nigeria. How did he fail Nigeria? You fail yourself. He played over the brain of most intelligent people of Nigeria and deceived them. Jonathan deceived you. Now what? They gave him the best way for Nigeria through confab, which would have delivered Nigeria from Islamic hand grabbing. He could decide upon it, but played over it like until Boko Haram took the document and threw it in the dustbin. And you know that all this information as well. I beg. Osifo says, at the time when Wike has sold PDP to APC, exactly, so it's not reasonable to go and join PDP now and say you want to contest for the presidential seat. It's a waste of time. Steve Achoko says you should go and sit down. He's too sluggish, away in handling important things that matters. Since this guy they call mockery, who served under him when he was the president of Nigeria, has been misbehaving, has he ever called him to order? Why would he call grown man to order? If he's not working for Jonathan again, I don't think he can just call somebody and say, oh, don't do this thing again. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has a right to what they do. Of course, when Omoki is showing his new fancy up and down, but what would Jonathan do? Call him to order. He can't do that. Then he says, what is Jonathan looking for at Aso again? Let him go and enjoy his good name and sponsor young politicians. Fabian says, Jonathan should please go and sit down. He's the one that put us in this quagmire. Now, so, it's Jonathan that put you there. Some of you are very funny. How did he put you there? We found ourselves today. Michael says, Fabian, no, individuals brought us into this quagmire. Both of you are talking rubbish. Individuals brought you into this quagmire. Albeit through their unwarranted for inconsumption. What was inconsumption? Into governance. Through a lopsided coup d'etat. You are talking rubbish. Some of you are talking rubbish. Abdulkarim says you can't oversmart Wike is smarter than you, Jonathan. You think so? Okay. Anoma says, but Jay, please go and enjoy your good legacy. If not, the disgrace will be too much. And Jonathan says, dear Jonathan, please can you excuse us for beauty serve the nation? It's definitely, I don't think it's contesting. This is obviously a lie. If I'm Jonathan, I'll not, because these are the same people who work against him. That time, I'm still coming back again. Good name is better than tech is above this. Okay, my listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.